Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Javi here. This week I wanted to do something different from my other videos that I've been doing. As some of you know, I'm fairly new to YouTube. Well, to this channel. I have another channel, but that's another story for another time. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to do something different this week and basically show you just my process of how I create my little merchandise, prints and stuff like that. Right now I'm working on a Suho collection. But before we continue the video, I just want to let you guys know, if you visit my shop, inkdice.bigcartel.com, you can go shop for one of 4 different design face masks that I created recently. We're in pre-orders right now, so if you go there, you can read up on it, get all the information. You can choose one of 4 designs, or choose all 4 if you want. I mean, why not? They're pretty amazing, if I do say so myself. It's just another way to stay protected. I know it's a crazy time right now, and I just want everybody to be as safe as possible. If you have time, check them out. For those of you that don't know, Suho from the group Xoxo recently released his first solo album called Self-Portrait, which is basically an album talking about his own self and, you know, his growth from the beginning of joining Xoxo to where he is now. A very sentimental album. I've been playing it so much actually that I just got yelled at by my sister for playing it on repeat. So that's that. I've been awaiting this album very anxiously and excited. You know, the interviews were coming out and stuff like that. He was talking about it. He talked about how Van Gogh was a big inspiration for him and behind this album, and it's just the whole experience of it struck a big chord with me because I am a huge fan of Van Gogh and his works. I idolize him a lot. I recently completed a painting that I had you know, left there unfinished for a couple months. Well, I think it's like almost a year. But when Suho's album came out, it kind of like threw the inspiration on overdrive, and I was able to finish the piece. And it's up on my Instagram if you want to check it out at inkdice28. So yeah, back to the album itself. It's very precious to me. I was actually talking about it with my sister last night, I believe. When I usually, you know, joining the K-pop world, I didn't really think it was gonna hit so hard. Which, you know, if you've seen my past videos, it obviously did. This whole channel is dedicated to K-pop. So the last thing I expected was it to have this much of effect in my life. And I have had one other artist that's, you know, struck a personal chord with me. That's Lady Gaga. Back in my younger years when I was coming out, she was a huge inspiration for me, and, you know, helped me out with the whole process. And I haven't, you know, hadn't experienced that yet in the K-pop world. I never thought I was going to, but then, you know, EXO came along. Well, let me backtrack. BTS happened, Monster X happened, EXO happened, and all these other groups happened. And, you know, it's all fun. You know, you get to choose your bias, and you learn about them and stuff like that. But no, I never thought I was gonna connect with one of them as much as I did with, you know, Suho in this album. And, you know, it's a little shocking. And like I said, I was talking to my sister yesterday about it, and I was very surprised at how this album hit home for me and connected me more with him, which is very nice. I really like connecting with different artists and, you know, having them inspire me to do new things and stuff like that, which is what actually I'm doing here. Back at the beginning of his promotion for the album, he had put up on Twitter and Instagram that he wanted, you know, fan artists to portray him and draw him, and I thought that was pretty cool. I was very excited. I actually participated in it. Unfortunately, he didn't get to see it or so I think. Who knows? But regardless, it was a cool experience. It was cool that one of the artists, him and the album itself was all related to art and the connection with art and life and growth and all that stuff. So from the beginning, I knew this album was going to be something that I held very close to my heart. After the contest finished, they kept releasing more images of the album and stuff like that, and more pictures of Suho. That the inspiration kept flowing at that point, and I decided to draw a couple more portraits. Well, I drew one more portrait of him from one of the images that was released, and that portrait turned into 2 other versions. So at the end, I had 3 different versions, and I told my soulmate about this. It takes a lot for me to absolutely love my artwork. I'm pretty sure a lot of artists can relate with me on this point. We're very self-critical, and I have rarely loved my art pieces. There's obviously a few that I am absolutely in love with, and the portrait I drew of him that you can see there on the right, you can't see it well, but it's there, that one, I absolutely fell in love with. I sent it to get printed out in like a small poster size for myself because I wanted to hang it up in my room. But but that's what I mean. Like, the album just hit me so hard and inspired me so much that I kept creating these portraits and stuff like that. I worked on another one. The next portrait that I worked on, which is the one on the left here on the little postcard that you see, was inspired obviously by the song Starry Night and Van Gogh's piece, of course. So I combined one of his images with the painting itself, and I combined it into my own piece, and that's what we have there. So this is late at night. I don't know where it came over me. I guess I just was, again, I'm going to use this word a lot, inspired, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. I was very inspired by the whole process, so like that I decided to create my own little art kit, as I call it, which is basically, I have a postcard, bookmarks, 2 photo cards, and then a big puzzle piece thing that you see on the right here at the corner. I had it displayed earlier in the video, but basically it's for like 3x5 cards that make the big Starry Night poster, and then if you flip them over, you have images from the album that I printed out. It was something, things that are popping in my mind as I was working, and no, it was super fun. It was super fun doing it. It was super fun in coming up with it. I do have it up for sale. If you guys are interested in seeing it on my Big Cartel shop, I'll link everything down below to my Instagram so you can see the painting I was talking about, and you can see the art kit too, pictures of it, and my shop, so you can obviously, if you guys want to purchase it, you guys can go purchase it. So just if you guys are curious, I am using my iPad there. The program that I'm using for it is Autodesk Sketchbook. I haven't dived into Procreate yet, but I've heard great things. Eventually down the road I'll get it for myself and work with it, but for now this is doing beautifully with me. And then on my laptop here I'm working on Adobe Illustrator, which is a program that I fairly recently got into because of school. So it's been helping me a lot, especially for projects like this when I'm creating, multiple items and stuff like that. It helps me with reducing the size and stuff like that. Well, that's about it for this video, my loves. If you like what you're seeing, if you enjoy what you're seeing, turn your notifications on, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you have recommendations for new videos or things you guys want to watch me doing, just please comment below. Share. That way we get more exposure. Like I said before, I'll link down below my social media, my Big Cartel, my Patreon, so you can check that out and support me and all my craziness. As a special treat, here is a close look at all the Suho merch that I created. It's up on the shop if you guys would like to purchase it. Okay, I'm going now. Bye.